I know I'm looking kind of crazy right now. My anxiety is at like 3,000 right now. And tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, I have to do a biopsy for my thyroid. All my life, I've been told, you just have a fat neck. I used to be damn near 400 pounds. And every time I would go to the doctor, they would like kind of mention it. Hey, have you ever had your thyroid checked? And I'm like, no. Oh, let me feel. They start feeling around. Oh, it's just fat. It's just like you have a fatty neck. Last year, 2019 in December, I went to my PCP and she was like, hey, did we ever check your thyroid? I'm like, no. And she's like, yeah, well, I think I'm gonna put in, just for them to do an ultrasound on it. December 19th, they did the ultrasound and it came back that I had a nodule on it, solid mass. I don't know if it was 1.7 inches, something, whatever, it's big. So that's my fear. It's not of necessarily dying. Like, who wants to die? Real shit. But it's not that. It's just like, okay, I have so much planned. I have so many businesses and so many different things I need to do and I want to do. And who's going to hold my family down? Who's going to slide them that money, when they need to do something or when they have another venture to jump on or, they need that encouragement or that overzealous, extra optimistic. You could do that. That's nothing. Like, you about to do something 10 times bigger. That's my fear. And like I said, my anxiety is just on fucking 3,000 right now. And then I'm going alone. Typically, I always, from any of my surgeries or anything like that, I always wind up going alone. Like when I did my bariatric surgery and hold on. So yeah, like I said, typically I'm alone for those things, except for like my last 2 surgeries. I had my feet done and I had a paniculectomy, and I thank God I wasn't alone for those. But tomorrow I have to go and do this by my lonesome. And like I said, the only thing that had me, I guess, anxious, I can't necessarily say word. It's still, I'm trying to get used to these braces, so I'm talking around them. But when I went to see the endocrinologist, like, yeah, it may not be cancer, but yeah, like, what's the soonest you can get this done? I can get it done in my insurance. What I tell you, thank God for making good money, because the fucking amount that I gotta pay every time I go to one of these doctors, especially in December, I had 2 ultrasounds, one for my uterus and one for my thyroid, and then now I have to do this biopsy. And the biopsy, I'm putting like maybe $1,100 out of pocket. Thank God for Jesus, but getting that done, and it's nerve-wracking. So either way, I can't sleep. I am nervous and see, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, back to the doctor. So she was, how soon can you get it done? Told her when I can get it done. She's like, okay, we're going to schedule an appointment to see you, like, right after you get that done. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then she said, well, how's your vitamin D? I think there's a conspiracy with vitamin D and brown people, because I literally worked out in the sun. I work out in the sun every day. Unadulterated, straight rays, gamma, whatever other type of rays the sun emits. And she told me my vitamin D was low. I also take pills that have vitamin D in it. So I'm like, how is my vitamin D so low? She said I'm a 17 and I needed to be a 30. Either way, she gave me this 50,000 IUs of vitamin D, and I have to take that once a week for 6 weeks. So once a week for 6 weeks or whatever, then I should be done with that. But she mentioned something about the vitamin D, which helps synthesizes calcium, and calcium and vitamin D pretty much work in tandem, something like that. And that if I did have cancer or I needed to have surgery to have it removed, that my vitamin D levels needed to be at a certain level. Some shit she was saying, and everything she's saying to me, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, so just tell me I have cancer. Like, just say I have cancer. I'd rather you tell it to me, and then I can push through it than, we're going to do this. Because what threw me off was she said, we're going to do this biopsy. And even if they say it's nothing, 3 months later, I want to do another one. And I'm thinking, that's a lot of money out of my pocket. And if it's nothing, why am I going to get it done again? So obviously, if it's shocking you or not putting you at ease, then let's just rip the motherfuckers out and I'll figure it out from there. But we're going to see. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm going to see how everything goes. And then after that appointment, I have another appointment around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've been off for like a week. it's crazy how things work out. Let me give you a quick rundown, even though some of you probably not watching after this. But I had put in to be off. I am a serial entrepreneur. However, I do work for an insurance company. And I put in to be off from January 13th to January 20th. Probably last year sometime. Forgot completely why I put in to be off. Fast forward, I was supposed to be in Guangzhou, China. And I decided not to go there, so I couldn't do that. And then randomly all this stuff happens with the biopsy and the nodule and everything. I was right around the end of December. So it lined up so perfectly for me to be able to get into the office to see the doctor on the 14th. And then from the 14th, I was actually supposed to see her on the 20th, but the appointment I had with her on the 20th. Yeah, so the appointment on the 20th wound up being my date for the biopsy. So that whole week that I had slated out to go to China turned around and was the week pretty much of me saving my own life, to be dramatic. So that worked out. But I also needed the time. I've been home the last week and just been breathing, and I've been so full of anxiety. And then after I took this vitamin D, the first pill, I've had like major headaches for like the last few days. So I've been in the bed trying to sleep it off and just breathing and thinking. And I think a lot of times we don't talk. We don't talk about the things that bother us. We don't talk about the things that scare us. And this thyroid shit is really bothering me. I don't know. I'm a little bit of an extremist. So like everything I do, I always say, oh, I could have died. I could have died. Like that's my thing. That's what people know me for. But when you really think about how inevitable death is, like I said, I'm not worried. The selfish part of me is like, I'm gonna die because I got so much stuff to do and I got so many people to see and I got so much this, that. But the other part, like I said, is my family. If I die, who's gonna be the fun one? Like who's gonna be